Something they don't tell you in your life is that as you're growing up and you get goals set and you accomplish those goals, if that is all your life is about and you reach that goal, life keeps moving on. Um, I used to weigh a lot. I used to weigh 389 pounds, for example. And I was always that heavy my entire life. My entire life was built around me being big. Couldn't fit into chairs. I was worried what people thought about me. I felt bad and I hurt everywhere. Got made fun of, the usual, things that happen when you're overweight like that. So my whole life was tormented by it. Surgeries, injuries. I probably gained a few complexions, or a few complexes, sorry. Probably gained a few complexes that I've still worked to get over. But my point is, my whole life was spent worrying about this weight and living with it, living with the consequences of it. So about 3 years ago, I finally decided to do something about it for good. I mean, I've tried before, working out, better diet, portion control, and all that. And it worked for a time, but then I would gain that weight back or, put more on top of it. So my whole life was just lose weight, to where like my parents were worried about it, obviously. I was told I was lucky I'm alive by my doctors. I've had a doctor cry because he couldn't get through to me when I was a kid. Because of my weight, he started crying. Like, I mean, that's unprofessional, I guess, but still, that was a wake-up call, and I still did nothing about it until 3 years ago. So my whole life was just lose weight, lose weight, lose weight. And so I finally started losing weight. I started achieving my goal and keeping it off. And it's been about a year of getting down to my goal, which was 240 from 389. And life kept moving on. My whole life was chasing after this goal. Everything was going to get better when I lost weight. Everything was supposed to work out. Everything was supposed to be incredible. Everything was supposed to be, everything would be solved. My life would just be riding off into the sunset after I lost the weight. And the reality hit me. That's not how it works. Now, along the way, I've gained a lot. I've met a lot of amazing people that have pushed me past my boundaries, that have helped me. I've had multiple relationships that have been affected by this. I mean, it was a life journey. And once I hit the end of it, once I hit my goal, and once I achieved that goal and stayed in the lane of that goal, life hit me. And I realized there's still a life to live. I'm not done yet. I said in one of my introduction video that, I work at a dead-end job. I don't know what I want to do with my life. And I think in part of that, I spent so much time chasing my weight loss goal that I don't think I didn't stop and really look at anything else. Everything was weight loss, everything. Of course, chasing after women and, I'll work a physical job, I mean, everything was so consumed about my weight loss, or my whole life was just consumed by it. I never really stopped and looked. I mean, recently I've been in a mode of walking a lot. I walk about 5-6 miles a day, sometimes more, playing Pokemon Go and stuff like that. And that's really produced some eye-opening things in my journey of what I want to do. And I think I want to follow that more. Making these videos is another thing. Just doing something I'm uncomfortable with. I hate doing this. I'm very good at talking. I'm a very good people person. I've been told this by many people. You're great with people. That's why I went and got a psychology degree I don't use. I mean, my passion is people, interaction, stuff like that. But I'm also lazy. I'm also prone to taking the easy way out, which is why I was so heavy my whole life. But when I realized life continues after my weight loss, I think that in itself was a lesson, and it taught me, hey, you finally did what you set out to do. Now, life didn't get magically better. I don't make a whole bunch of money. I'm not married. I don't have kids. There's so much I can do or still need to do with my life in my search of finding out what I want to do. But I think that overall, it's okay. It's okay to be confused, to be where I'm at, not know what to do. It's okay. I'm 27, so I'm getting up there. I'm supposed to be making a whole bunch of money in my career. I'm supposed to be pushing forward, making connections and networking, and making, advancements in fields that I'm interested in. But the problem is, I don't know what that is. And it was because I was so blinded, I think, and so trapped by my weight. And not even just physically trapped, but mentally too. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. Being so trapped and so focused on weight loss that once I achieved it, found out there's a whole world out there full of shit I need to do. So, I think the whole lesson of this video is, through the verbal diarrhea, that don't be so blinded by your search of what you want to accomplish, because it's good to be motivated and to have a goal. The years I was losing my weight, it was some of the best years of my life. I mean, I've reconnected with so many people. I've discovered so many things, discovered so many foods, and discovered that there's so many ways to keep weight off other than just diet and exercise. It's a whole life change, as they say. That's the cliche. It's not a meal dietary change. It's a life change. Well, it's true. That's a true point. Surrounding yourself with better people. Going out more, seeing things, experiencing new things. So through this, I think I learned that even though after my goal was met, and I had a whole life to live after that, and it left me barren, it left me unable to do something more because I don't know what to do. I never got the chance to do all these things. I think the lesson is that in itself was the goal. That makes sense. The journey to losing my weight, while it blinded me in multiple different ways, it allowed me to be confident that it's going to be okay. Life will be fine. Right now it sucks. I don't know what to do. I don't feel good about myself. I don't. I'm good at faking it. But you can tell through how disjointed my thoughts are and how I'm taking pauses and stuff. It's hard to put into something tangible. But I think if you sum it all up, this video included my weight loss, a goal in life. It's building blocks. It's building blocks. Everything can be building blocks. And I think that's what makes it okay. Is even if I fail and I spend years working at a dead-end job and I go nowhere, and it's like, despite all of that, still trying is the key. I tell that to a lot of people that I motivate. I always tell them when they're trying to lose weight and they slip up for the 400th time, I'm like, well, are you still interested in losing weight? Yeah, I am. Well, then keep trying, because that's how I lost my weight. I failed for 23, 24 years, and then I finally just did it. I think I need to start applying that to other stuff. Just keep trying. I may not like the jobs I work at. I may not like my situation. But instead of sitting down and worrying about it, I'll do something about it. I'll make an incredibly embarrassing video. And my thoughts, whenever I'm like really deep in thought, my sentences are sometimes disjointed with different inflections. But it's because I got so much going on up there, I got so much going on up there, and I really don't know how to let it out. So I'm trying these videos. But anyway, through all that, let's try to summarize it in a nice, concise way. In your search in your quest to accomplishing goals, don't let it blind you. But at the same time, even if it does, that's okay. Use what you've learned and use what you have accomplished for when you do accomplish your big goal that's been all that your life has been about. Use that as the foundation for your next adventure and your next goal. So I lost my weight, kept it off, made great friends in the process. That's how I got my job I'm at now. Even though it may be a dead end job, I still have one due to making a friend, due to my weight loss journey. So worry about the now, but do stuff about it. Go out for a walk. Go say hi to someone. I don't know. But don't get too caught up in your goals. You need to finish them. You need to accomplish them. But don't let that define who you are. I guess that's a good way to end this.